if we look at these shoes, very comfortable upper, comfortable underfoot feel, nice cushion, decent bounce, and at $65, I think this is a budget shoe that is worth buying. If you follow my reviews, you will know that I rarely recommend budget shoes, but I think I might take an exception to this. This is the second of my series on budget shoes that are worth buying. Today, I have with me a model from Asics, the Gel Excite 10. Few reviewers really take out time to check out these budget shoes to see what they have to offer. So I decided to do that. Check out these budget shoes and see the ones that are really worth buying. Besides, as the year is coming to an end and many shoes are going on sale right now, it's good to review these shoes so that people can find out the ones that are worth buying and the ones that they can just overlook. So that's one of the reasons why I'm making these reviews at this time. So guys, it's your man Dr. CY, the running dog, and once again I thank you for clicking to watch this video. I want to take a moment to ask you to please click that subscribe button. It's just a click for you, but it does a lot for the channel. And also don't forget to like the video if you like the content, because that way it helps the YouTube algorithm to also show this video to more people. So as you watch the video, just click the like button also, and then subscribe to the channel for more videos. It does a lot for us. Now, first of all, let's take a very close look at these shoes. The first thing that is striking is that these shoes are properly made. They really do not look cheap. Asics used pretty decent materials to make this budget shoe. Now, these are listed on Asics website for $85 US, but currently on sale at $65 US. But I picked it up here in Saudi Arabia at 223 Saudi Riyal on discount also, and that's approximately $59 US. The materials are pretty decent, the finishing is great, the design is lovely, and the shoes are pretty comfortable on the feet. Looking at the upper, this is made from the usual jacquard mesh from Asics. One-piece material with the Asics branding on the side and the Asics logo on the tongue. This upper feels very, very comfortable on the feet. It's so soft and they look tough and durable. And you see lots of holes on the toe box and on the sides that adds breathability. And then if we look at the tongue, you see it also has a nicely padded tongue. The balance on this is pretty nice. It's very comfortable when you lace up these shoes. Also, along the collar and heel counter, you can see lots of padding, especially in the upper part. They offer ankle support and comfort, as well as getting you a very nice lockdown, keeping the heel in place. And then if you look at the toe box also, just enough to give you pretty decent room for movement without being extra. And then if we move to the sole, the first thing is that the insole is removable. Why I love removable insoles is that you can always exchange them for something better. It has the Ultralight insole from Asics, but this is not as soft as the one you get from the Nimbus or the Cumulus 25. If you have a more premium shoe, for instance with a better insole, or you are using orthotics, there's enough room in these shoes for you to remove this and put something better or thicker and amplify the underfoot comfort you get. Look at the inside, nice finishing. So moving to the midsole, this is made of the Asics Amplifoam. Touching this compresses well and the rebound is also not bad at all. And looking at the outsole now, we see decent thickness in the rubber, with transverse ridges to also enhance the grip. A few areas of bare foam, but the most important areas on the outer side, the forefoot and the heel, are nicely covered in rubber. And the thickness of the rubber is pretty decent. And that's not all about these shoes. Asics even added gel to the heel to also improve the cushioning and landing comfort. Good vibes from these shoes so far. Now I have the shoes on my feet and I must say that the vibe from these shoes is excellent. This is a proper running shoe. The underfoot comfort is very good. I didn't even have to tie the runner's loop, but the lockdown is just fantastic. The cushioning is pretty decent. This is not the Flight Foam or the Flight Foam Blast, but it is pretty decent in its own way. The feeling around the ankle is just superb. Very good lockdown. I want to also mention that the fitting is perfect, true to size. I got my usual size in this and they fit nicely. This is my toe here, and I still have small room, like half an inch at the tip of my toes, which is the space I usually like to have in my running shoes. And on the sides also, the toes are not impinging on the wall here, so this is going to be pretty comfortable. There's ample room for movement of the toes. And another thing I also have to mention is that they look amazing. So this will also make a very nice casual shoe. The stack is not that high. It has a very nice balance with its wide base. It's pretty comfortable on the feet, lightweight, and bouncy enough. So I think this will also make a very good shoe for other forms of training, high intensity interval training, gym workouts, evening walks. This is a shoe that can do a lot. So I put some decent distance in these shoes and it's time for me to talk about the run experience. But I must say that I'm impressed with what these were able to deliver on the road. Now, the exact stack height of these shoes is not on the Asics website. However, like I always do, I compare it with the ones that I know their measurements, like the ones on the various websites. So what I did is that I put these shoes on one foot and put the Adidas Takumi Sen 9 on the other foot. First, I did right and left, and then I did left and right. And on both occasions, these were marginally higher. So I will put the stack height of these around 34 to 35 millimeters in the heel area. Of course, from the Asics website, it has an 8 millimeter heel to toe drop. I want to also talk about the cushion. I was impressed by the level of cushioning these we are able to deliver. Nice compression, and when you talk about protection of the feet, impact absorption, which is very important in running shoes, these were also pretty decent. I mentioned that Asics also added some gel in the heel area in this. So with the gel here, the higher stack height here and the 8 millimeter drop, this shoe will be pretty nice for heel strikers. Not the too heavy ones though. It's not max cushioned, you just get decent medium level cushioning, close to what you get in the Pega shoes. And then the bounce. Of course, this is not the Fly Foam Blast, this is the Amplifoam, but I must say that they actually did a pretty decent job, enough to help you to bounce along very nicely. And I also noted that the transition from landing to toe off were very smooth. So the nice transition, the bounce, and an excellent lockdown you get from this all help this shoe give a very snappy ride. Did I also mention that I put them on the scale and they weigh 290 grams in my size US 11 or EU 45. Now that's a decent lightweight shoe. So the overall comfort from these shoes was pretty cool. The upper was nice, felt nice around the feet, the underfoot comfort was good, and the cushioning was pretty decent. So overall comfort level here is very, very good. And then the toe box width was pretty cool, like I mentioned in the earlier part of the review. And another thing too to talk about the run experience here is the outsole. The grip from the outsole was also pretty cool. And notice that these shoes are very flexible. Wide base, running in these, the arch support was pretty decent, and I felt that there was more foam medially to modulate pronation. So the shoes were actually quite stable. So another thing I did after my first run in this was to take out the insole from the Nimbus 25 and put in here, and I did another run with this, and I tell you that it actually transformed the underfoot feel that I got from these shoes. So that's why I talk about shoes with removable insole. When you can swap insoles, put something better, and it actually does a lot to change the overall experience. What do I think about these shoes overall? That's $65. I think this is a budget shoe that is worth buying. So guys, that's it about my experience running in these shoes. I hope that you've enjoyed the review. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more videos, and see you in the next one.